Abejoye Season 2 Part 2. Scene 1. Bamidele was beaten by Abejoye. He was given 3 whips and then he immediately shouted that he was going to Abejoye. He got up immediately and started preparing his box. Laide tried stopping him but she couldn't. She immediately called Baba Laiton and explained the situation to him. Baba Laiton was shocked that Abejoye flogged Bamidele. Laide went ahead to call the pastor to come very early the next morning. And then she kept on asking Baba Laiton who Abejoye was, but he refused to answer. Just then, Mr. Bamidele's phone began to ring, and Mrs. Olaide went to pick the call. She was surprised to hear Dedun's voice. She hung up and decided to pretend as her husband and chatted with Dedun. In the morning, Pastor and his wife arrived at Bamidele's apartment, and they began discussing with Baba Laiton and Olaide about Bamidele's issue and promiscuous life. He comes out of the room with a box on his head and shouting that he's going to Abejoye. The pastor prayed for him immediately and he was delivered. Mr. Bamidele became confused, and while they were explaining what happened, Abejoye appeared again and Bamidele began shouting again. Baba Laiton stood up and commanded him to leave in Jesus' name, and Abejoye left immediately. Mr. Bamidele began to explain the situation with Dedun to everybody. Olaide stood up in anger and wanted to leave, but was called back by Baba Laiton. Mr. Bamidele received the call from the agreed. They all set out to Dedun's house. On getting to Dedun's house, Bamidele walked in first and then later the others entered, which made Dedun very angry. They sat down, and when Pastor wanted to start the conversation, Dedun silenced him, telling him that only Baba was allowed to speak. Baba started with prayers and then went further to ask her for water, which she serves everybody. Baba Laiton then asked her of her pregnancy she has for Bamidele. She responded that she wasn't pregnant for Bamidele, but just wanted to draw him close. Baba Laiton then asked her of her husband and her children, and she told him of how her husband offended her and how she vowed never to talk to him. Baba spoke to her and asked her to call her husband so he can speak with him. She called him and Baba Laiton spoke with him and then handed the phone back to her. Dedun apologized to her husband and tells him she was coming home. She kneels down and apologized to everyone. In the village, Abejoye appears to the people that sent him to Baba Laiton and flogged them one after the other. Nadilekon is speaking with his wife Dedun on the phone. They talked about her coming to Nigeria, and he asked her to buy something valuable for Baba Laiton. At the Bamidele's apartment, the pastor, his wife, and Dedun exchanged pleasantries with the family and told them of their going to the airport to drop Dedun. Dedun gives Baba Laiton the gift she bought for him. They all took pictures and they left.